comprehensive electromagnetic phenomena traced to one source.
The electromagnetic signals used in this age of information are developing rapidly towards broadband, digitization, and higher complexity.
Under this background, China Electronics Technology Instruments Company Ltd. launches 1465 series signal generator, which features wide frequency band,
Reliable spectrum purity, broad bandwidth, high power, and multifunction. It can provide high-quality test signal generation solutions in many fields such as aviation, aerospace, radar, and communications. Wide frequency coverage. 1465 series includes 7 models from 1465A to 1465L,
which cover such frequency ranges as 100 kHz to 3 GHz, 6 GHz, 10 GHz, 20 GHz, 40 GHz, 50 GHz, and 67 GHz.
Thus, it can accurately meet various testing needs. Reliable spectrum purity. The single sideband phase noise can reach -126 decibels relative to the carrier over Hertz at 10 GHz carrier and 10 kHz offset.
With excellent harmonic parasitic and non-harmonic parasitic characteristics,
it can provide very pure test signals to meet high-end measurement requirements, such as Doppler radar,
high-performance receiver radar improvement factors, and adjacent channel selectivity measurement, and it is also an ideal substitute for local oscillators and low jitter clocks.
Ultra-high output power.
The typical output power values in the frequency bands from 10 MHz to 20 GHz, 40 GHz, and 67 GHz are plus 30 dBm, plus 17 dBm, and plus 10 dBm respectively.
It can provide high-power excitation signals in great accuracy and stability without external amplifiers. After 15 days continuously operation in the 0 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius temperature cycle, the power deviation at the same temperature is less than 0.2 decibels.
And the power to temperature change rate is less than 0.01 decibels over Celsius degrees.
Excellent vector modulation performance.
The internal real-time bandwidth is 200 MHz. 1465 can also support direct vector modulation of IQ baseband signals with bandwidth reaches up to 2 GHz.
Complete modulation modes.
It can generate more than 20 types of general digital modulation format signals, such as PSK, FSK, QAM, MSK, etc.,
and support signal excitation in 7 PN sequences, 8 special code streams, user-defined code streams, and external real-time code streams. Comprehensive data compatibility.
1465 supports direct download and playback of arbitrary waveform data in 5 storage formats,
including MAT File 5, ASC, Binary, CAP, and CSV, with a storage depth up to 2 gigs sampling points.
And it also supports flexible playback of 9 trigger modes, such as continuous triggers, single trigger, waveform segment, and gating, so as to ensure the generation of long-duration arbitrary waveform excitation signals.
Excellent pulse modulation performance.
The minimum pulse width of pulse modulation is 20 ns. The rise and fall time is less than 10 ns.
The on-off ratio is greater than 80 decibels, and the pulse train and intrapulse linear frequency modulation can be flexibly defined. High-precision analog scanning.
The frequency sweep accuracy of the whole frequency band is less than 5 to 10 thousandths
of the frequency span,
and the maximum sweep spread is 400 MHz per millisecond. In addition, it also has step scan and list scan functions
to meet the needs of broadband fast scanning in various test scenarios. Flexible radar signal simulation.
It can simulate the radiation signals, multi-target echo signals, and noise and clutter interface signals required for measurement of radar components, whole instruments, and systems. There are 7 types of radar pulse envelopes, including rectangular, trapezoidal, raised cosine, and root-raised cosine, and there are more than 30 types of intrapulse modulation, including linear frequency modulation, nonlinear frequency modulation, Barker code, and polyphase code, and etc.
Upgraded UI design.
The 10.1-inch high-sensitivity capacitive touchscreen and brand-new Space Capsule Touch interactive software interface bring unusual operating experiences. It also supports independent operations by panel keys, rotary buttons, touchscreens, external keyboard, and mouse.
Complete input-output interfaces support.
1465 owns a series of interfaces, such as analog modulation input and output, IQ modulation input and output, external detection input, reference time-based input and output, and supports auxiliary interfaces such as USB, LAN, GPIB, monitor to meet the connection, transmission, and program control needs of relevant external devices. The 1465 series signal generator, featured by powerful functions and excellent performance indicators, is an ideal choice for various electronic devices or equipment performance tests in such fields as radar, communications, navigation, components, and defense industry. For more information on signal generators, please visit the official website of China Electronics Technology Instruments Company Ltd. at www.ceyear.com.